This is an interactive website that I use with my students to help learn about geography skills. And this map of Europe here allows students to come to the Smartboard and test their skills on geography.
So yesterday I was talking to my students about the limit comparison test, and what I really like about the Smartboard is I was able to prepare the math problem that I wanted to show them, have it up on the screen, and then when I was able to, while they were working on copying it down and writing it down and trying to figure it out, I was able to explain the why and the how of the math as opposed to just having to focus all of my attention on just writing.
One of the great things about the Smartboard is that it can save a lot of objects. Here a student was absent, has come in during study hall, and has been able to get the information.
The Smartboard can save a lot of money because you don't have to print out copies of articles and share them necessarily. You can always bring them up to the whiteboard. You can do whatever you want to do, circle, highlight certain items from it.
This year I really enjoyed the Smartboard because it really allows the students to come up to the board and be interactive. So this year we went over the microscope parts and the students were able to come up and move things around to label the different parts of the microscope. And last year I would have been up at the overhead writing answers, and the students would have just been listening along and not as engaged and active in the lesson.
In the past, when I taught correlation, I would have to draw examples of a strong correlation like this versus a weak or no correlation like this, versus these ones would be considered moderate correlation. And when using an applet like this, the prep work for me is a lot less, and I feel it's a lot stronger tool for kids actually to understand what correlation means and how it's measured.
So in the past, this is how I taught geography, using this pull-down map, and I was the one who was interacting with the map up in front of the classroom. Today, with my Smartboard, I have an updated map at my fingertips. The students can come up to the Smartboard. They can locate different countries on the Smartboard. They're actually doing most of the teaching to the rest of the class. So it's been a very valuable tool in the geography classroom.
Currently, I have a couple of students on homebound instruction. In the past, I've had to rely on their homebound instructor to teach in the math, and often they are not math teachers. Now, with the Smartboard and this nice interactive software, I can record lessons.
I really like the fact that we can toggle back and forth between pages, so I don't have to be continually erasing the whiteboard. I love the fact that I can save my files from year to year, and one of the newer things that we've been using are the interactive websites, particularly from the FET site.
So last year when I would have taught about ecology and cycles, I would have had students working on their own with paper cutouts. This year I was able to create with the Smartboard a project that allowed them to collaborate and have a class discussion about what the nitrogen cycle would look like. Students were able to come up and actually move the pictures around. Other students came up and draw arrows. It was great. Other students would say, no, I don't think that connection is really true, so they'd erase it, and it allowed for an entire collaborative approach where we were discussing the whole time, and it caused the students to learn a lot more in the process.
I have used the Smart Recorder a great deal of the time in my class. I used to just post assignments out to my blog, and now I'm able to post videos that students can actually go out to my blog and get help.
I enjoy the Smartboard. It allows me to leave my desk, and at any time during a lesson I can have a student come up and manipulate the board or write on the board, and they're typically more enthusiastic to do this than they are to grab a marker and go to the whiteboard for me.
I've been working as a teacher for 34 years. This is a great tool. It's a great tool. The best thing I like about it is I can go back. I can go back to any slide at any time in an instant. So I have to refer back to another topic or another example. I can instantly go right back to that and click on that. It's outstanding. The colors are great. All of the maneuvering I can do with the problems are great. And if you really want to see it work, get another student up here. This is something that I would have never retired if I had this.